Hello everyone, it's great to see you here once again on Dee's Delights. Today we are going to be making a great recipe. It is called Shipwreck Casserole, and I assume it's called that because it's going to look like a shipwreck. But there are so many different variations to this recipe, so I picked out one that I thought looked like it would be the most tasty. You can adjust ingredients to your liking, but for this recipe today you're going to need 1 pound of ground beef, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 15-ounce can of kidney beans, and they need to be drained. 2 white onions, thinly sliced. Well, I have a yellow onion and it's a large one, so I'm just going to use 1 large. 3 large baking potatoes. Potatoes vary in weight so much. I'm just going to use about 30 ounces of potatoes. And you're going to want to peel those and thinly slice them. 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste, 1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, 1 teaspoon Italian seasoning, 2 celery stalks, and we're going to dice those, 2 cups of cooked white rice. I'm just using good old minute rice. I already cooked 2 cups up, good to go. 1 1/2 cups of cheddar cheese, grated. What I'm going to do is use as much as I want, but I did shred 1 1/2 cups. It says grated, I shredded it. Kosher salt and ground black pepper to taste. That's it. That's what we're going to need for this recipe. My ground beef is 80/20, so I may need to drain it. So I may need to drain it before I put the kidney beans in. We'll see. Drown it. Good one, Tanya. Go ahead and get the rest of the ingredients ready. Chop up your onions, your celery stalks, peel your potatoes. This is a great time while your beef is cooking. Now, if you have lean ground beef, you probably won't have to drain it. So go ahead and sprinkle in a little salt and pepper. Now, I don't go too crazy on the salt. Doug's not a big salt fan. And then we have our Italian seasoning, drained kidney beans, 15-ounce can. We'll stir that together. I'll shut off the heat and just let it set until we're ready to use it. Okay. Set that aside. All right, next, let's get our onions ready. There again, I have 1 large instead of 2 small, and mine are yellow. I didn't have white. I'm really gonna see if I need even this second half. That is a lot of onions. Now, it doesn't say to dice them, it just says to peel and slice them thin. So I might make them into bigger pieces. Whew. I can't see, folks, I can't see. Whew, lordy, lordy be. Okay. Alrighty. Oh my gosh. I'm crying here. Yeah, that's a big onion. We don't need that much. You decide how much onion you like. Alright, so next what we're going to do is line the baking dish with the sliced onions followed by the sliced potatoes. And I still have to slice the potatoes thinly because if you don't, they won't cook. All right, so line the baking dish with the onions followed by the potatoes. Yeah. I think half of a huge onion is plenty. She must have been referring to small onions. So whenever you're baking the casserole, you'll want to make sure those potatoes are nice and soft when you're done, before you take it out of the oven. Hopefully this is good. Hopefully it doesn't taste like a shipwreck. Nothing worse than wasting good ingredients and time only to make a dud instead of a delight. Those are spread out. Then it says season with salt and pepper. going to go crazy here. I'm using a little sea salt here. In a small bowl, let's go ahead and whisk together the tomato paste and the tomato sauce, 1 can of warm water, and Italian seasoning. I got my seasonings mixed up. I should have put half a teaspoon of garlic powder in with the ground beef and the Italian seasoning in with the sauces. They're going to be reversed. So with the sauces, I am going to add my half teaspoon of garlic powder. So first, here's my 6 ounces of tomato paste and my 8 ounces of tomato sauce. And then it says 1 can of water, warm water. And I am assuming it's the 8-ounce cans because that's what's going in there. So let's stir that together, and we'll go ahead and add in whichever seasoning. At this point you would add in your Italian seasoning. Of course, since I messed up, I'm adding in my garlic. And then we're going to just pour half of this mixture on top of our potatoes. All right, we're going to guesstimate here. Okay, try to get those potatoes covered good. All right, we got about half of the tomato paste mixture. Let's go ahead and arrange the celery evenly over top of the potatoes and sauce. Then we're going to spread a little rice on top of that. And that's 2 cups of rice. So just spread that evenly over top. Now if you want to, go ahead and season with salt and pepper again. I don't think that's necessary for me. Let's go ahead and put the ground beef and bean mixture on top. Sprinkle that evenly. Now we'll put the remaining sauce on top. Just going to kind of spread it out. Cover it tightly with aluminum foil. We're going to bake it for 45 minutes. You'll want those potatoes to be tender. So, test the potatoes. Well, the knife is going through pretty easy. So I'm thinking the potatoes are done. We'll have another 15 minutes to bake. This time we'll put it in the oven uncovered. If you want more cheese, go for it. Off to the oven for 15 more minutes. Woo, that's hot. Looks delish. I'm going to let that set for about 15 minutes before I cut it into serving size pieces. But it does look good. Oh my gosh, I'm going to show you a little bit of a close-up here. Delicious. You can hear it sizzling. My potatoes could have been baked a little longer, so maybe you'll want to bake it for an hour before you put the cheese on. That's really daggone good right there. Other than my crunchy potatoes, it has really good flavor. So I think you're going to like it, folks. Just make sure your potatoes are soft. Very good, very good. I hope you enjoy your Shipwreck Casserole and have a fabulous day. See you real soon.